Hi all, this is Steve Murray, the Market Chartist. We're now going to take a look at the S&P 500 E-mini future and its impact in here we feel currently on the FX markets, and then looking forward to what we anticipate potentially going into the US election and then beyond for Q4. So in the very near term, this sell-off in the S&P 500, particularly through this level here, creating a top-in structure, leaving a very negative tone, but only really through this level here we feel at 2057.5 would signal a far more bearish shift, and that's going to be critical to monitor that level we feel through the US election. So at the moment, this negative tone in the equity markets certainly then reinforcing a more negative tone for the US dollar also. So we take a look at for the euro initially in here. The euro's had this strong rally kind of really tied in with that equity market sell-off, and that does leave an immediate upside risk, and we do see risk in the very near term into the election, maybe towards this 112.05 level. But should that level then hold, we'd still see the intermediate term outlook for the US dollar as bullish in here. So we're looking for the euro to push back lower. This sell-off we saw in October that saw us down through 109.50 and 109.10 supports, signaling a more intermediate term bearish theme. We still see that intact for Q4 whilst capped below 112.05. So we see the immediate risk higher towards 112.05, maybe into the election, but then threat back lower on the bigger picture outlook for November and potentially for the balance of Q4 into year end for US dollar strength to come through. So that's EUR USD back lower for maybe these lower targets on a bigger picture outlook. So immediate risk to the upside. Similarly for cable in here, the pound getting a slight bid in here, both due to some positive outcomes for the UK currency itself, but also on the back of some US dollar weakness. However, the bigger picture outlook, that's the Brexit sell-off over there. This is the flash crash sell-off that we saw in October. Both of those leaving a negative intermediate term outlook. So again, potential for a push still higher in here. And if you go into the intraday chart for cable in here, potentially back towards resistances up here, maybe 127.23, 127.89, lower in here already this morning. But at the moment, we're looking for a potential push higher for cable in the very near term. But bigger picture, going back to that daily chart, the bigger picture threat is still cable lower, back towards 119.43 and potentially below there going into November and Q4. This has been Steve Murray, the Market Chartist, and I wish you a great trading day.